I just want you all to know that I'm holding space for you, and for this, and for that, and for the lyrics of Defying Gravity, and we're all holding space together. Did you know that was happening? Welcome to my channel, Outspoken Samantha. I appreciate you being here, whether this is the first time you have clicked on one of my videos or you are a returning supporter. Please be sure to hit that thumbs up button, make sure that you are subscribed, and make sure that your notifications are turned on so that you never miss out on a conversation like the one we're about to have. So the film adaptation of the musical Wicked, starring Ariana Grande as Glinda and Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba, opened in theaters just a few days ago. And as much as I want to love this idea, once again, we have two main actresses who seem to be doing their best to make sure that people do not go see this movie. They're being delusional, obnoxious, and narcissistic, and they can't seem to be able to resist pushing their weird ideas about gender and sexuality into yet another movie, despite the fact that it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Now, from my personal perspective, I absolutely love the musical Wicked. I was first introduced to the music and the story in 2007 when I was in a show choir. I have been to see it live a couple of times. I have the piano music that I love to play, and the song For Good has actually given me a lot of comfort at different points in time in my life, especially after I have lost loved ones. So I am someone who should be first in line to see the film version of this production. However, I am so tired of insufferable celebrities twisting the meaning of things and taking things that used to bring joy to a lot of people and making sure that if we're going to support this project, then we're going to be forced to support them, their belief that everything is about them, and bolstering their perverse views of the world. The message from Hollywood now more than ever is we're the keepers of the entertainment industry. We're going to get out there, we're going to tell you how to vote, we're going to hide predators like P. Diddy, and we're going to push the same gender ideology that you guys are all already fighting with your schools to protect your kids from. And in order to get you to support all of the egregious things that we're doing, we're going to take the stories that you love and that you can't resist watching and make you support our ability to continue to do the things that you stand against by purchasing tickets to our films and thus sustaining our career, our voices, and our depraved activism. At least that's how I see it, and I will not be going to see this movie. Obviously not because I don't love the material, but because I refuse to support these people who are intentionally participating in this woke agenda, going out of their way to subvert everything that I stand for and to undermine my role as a parent in instilling the values that I believe in my children. But let's see what these two actresses have been up to. There's a brief clip that's been circulating across social media over the last week or so, and it's of them sitting down with this interviewer from Queer Media, who told Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande something strange about how people were interpreting the words to Defying Gravity. Let's have a listen.
This week, people are taking the lyrics of Defying Gravity and really holding space with that and feeling power in that.
I didn't know that was happening.
I've seen it, yeah.
That's really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wanted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't know that was happening.
I've seen it on a couple posts. I don't know how widespread, but I am in queer media, so that's my,
it's really cool.
First, this is a clear demonstration that people in Hollywood do not live in the real world. Like, what the heck does that even mean? To me, it sounds like someone being programmed to respond as if you've been told something diabolical, no matter what it is, even if the thing that you're responding to makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Because we've become a society of nonsense, where the meaning of words has become entirely subjective. Things with no basis in logic or reality need to be praised so that there's an incentive to push more of it. What I find really funny about this clip, one of the many things actually, is that I truly think that this interviewer saw like one comment that said something to the effect of, I'm holding space for the lyrics of Defying Gravity. It's not like there's a crowd of people who believe that. It was probably like one person. But when she said this to these two narcissists, they went so far above and beyond with their reaction than anything that she was expecting that she had to dial it back. And she's like, well, it may have been like one person or maybe two. This isn't like a global consensus. Like, calm down. And the delusion is just completely out of control because not one person in this entire interaction thought to ask, what does that mean? Because to them, it doesn't matter if something has a deeper meaning. They're so driven by what's on the surface that they don't even know how to dig in and even attempt to provide any kind of substance anymore. It's just completely astonishing. The way that Ariana Grande grabbed onto her nail, like, Who does that? Now, after this interaction, the internet did not disappoint. Two major stars, Sutton Foster and Anna Gasteyer, who are huge Broadway stars, were one of the many to mock the memes that have come from this ridiculous moment. In this article, it says everyone is holding space for that bizarre interview from the Wicked press tour. A clip from Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo sit down with an Out magazine reporter has been shared tens of millions of times online because of the confusion over the reporter's claim that fans are holding space with the lyrics of Defying Gravity, which prompted an emotional response from Erivo, 37. The interview has been mocked not only by fans, but also by some Broadway stars. Once Upon a Mattress co-stars Sutton Foster, Anna Gasteyer, and Michael Urie made a TikTok about the meme over the weekend. Quote, "I don't know if you heard this, but people have been saying the lyrics of Shy and really holding space for them," Urie, 44, told his co-stars in a dressing room at their Broadway show. Shy is the big musical number from Once Upon a Mattress, which is about a princess who tries to win the hand of a prince in a kingdom where the queen has banned marriage. Gasteyer, 57, mocked Grande's initial reaction to the holding space comment by turning to Foster, 49, and asking, "Will you pull my finger?" There are people on TikTok, of course, providing their own interpretation of how this interview went down.
Was something that I think that should be studied.
Yeah. Where are you from? Dayton, Ohio.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Dayton, Ohio.
Did I say something wrong?
It has been an honor to stand by Cynthia during this hard time. I mean, her battling cancer.
Oh no, I'm just bold. She knows everything. She even knows, she understands the Black experience. I don't think you understand. She's a chameleon. She's a shapeshifter. She knows more about being Black than
Here you go, Patty.
I
Okay,
do.
love you. I love you.
nobody and all of.
And I've seen tons of people creating these videos where they're literally holding space.
So if you care to find me, look to the western sky.
I hope and pray that this is actual mockery, because that's all the attention that this ridiculousness deserves. We need to let these people know that acting like this is nothing but meme material, and that's it. But the insanity did not stop there. As I said, Hollywood actors have become some of the biggest tools of gender ideology and promoting queerness. They think they're advocating for progress, but really they are just tools. They know nothing about anything. They're just told what the cause is, and they're given the lines to say in order to normalize it in society, and they don't even question it, as we just witnessed. I think they're activists for inclusivity and diversity, but as we've seen, these people in every movement centered on those slogans are the exact opposite of inclusive and diverse. They don't have the bandwidth to recognize that, which makes them the perfect tools for infusing this garbage into every nook and cranny of society, and do not even question what it is that they stand for. And that's how you end up with comments like this from Ariana Grande.
Every day in the Emerald City is a pride parade.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, look at like,
That's actually great.
but it's true.
Yeah.
Even like the chickens. Those
Snow
chickens
leopard with
are
the little
gay.
cape.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, Dr. Dillman in that Bodhi cardigan.
Oh.
Let's wake it up.
That's
Let's talk about it. Just throwing it
it's
out there.
true. It's true.
Gay icon Dr.
For
Dill.
sure. I do think that scene with his teacher friends or his animal friends, they're all a little bit like
Very chic.
Really? The Emerald City is a pride parade with gay chickens. Aside from that bizarre comment, what have we seen of pride parades in the last few years? Naked men walking down the street with children in the audience, grown adults in bondage gear, encouraging parents to bring their kids to watch them perform sexually explicit material right in front of them. Pride parades with little kids in their school hallways to normalize a very perverse view of sexuality and normalize celebrating who someone sleeps with and celebrate breaking down barriers of safety between kids and adults that they don't know and normalizing discussing sexual activity with anyone and everyone. You want to take something beautiful and iconic as the Emerald City, made famous by the beloved actress Judy Garland, one of the best movies ever made, and associate it with something dark and disgusting. That's what woke and gender ideology is meant to do, so it really shouldn't be surprising. The funny thing is, this musical was unifying before these two got a hold of it. It was already inclusive. It was already diverse because it was something that people of all religions, races, backgrounds, cultures could enjoy. When you jump in to decide to put your woke labels on everything, that's when you're letting the audience know that if you come to see this movie, you will support my values, whether you like it or not. You will abandon diversity and conform to my way of thinking, which is that everything is gay, everything is queer, and the traditional belief system is oppressive and evil. I know that there's a lot of people that still think we need to separate the politics of these people from their movies, and we can continue to go to see their shows regardless of the nonsense that they spout because they think it doesn't matter. But it does matter. This isn't just about a difference in voting anymore. I don't care who they voted for. I don't care what they personally believe. If that was really the problem, I never would have watched anything that came out of Hollywood ever. To me, this has gone so far beyond that. They're not content just to vote how they want to vote and let us do the same. The woke left, which includes most of Hollywood, is determined to erase tradition, to normalize perverse ideas about gender, sexuality, and family. And they are letting us know that they hate everything that we stand for and everything good that our country was built on. They aren't content to create a separate genre of movies to appease this minor portion of the population, the gender-crazed activists of society, while respecting those of us who might not want to be a part of it. They're determined to take everything that we love that's good and free of activism and progressive views, erase it all, and replace all of it with their new version of those things where up is down and down is up, and there's no reality, there's no truth, there's no fundamental sense of right and wrong, and there's no moral boundaries. When we go to their movies, we are funding that objective. We're undermining our own efforts to keep those things from happening and overtaking society. That's just how I feel about it. I understand because of how popular this musical is that the movie is probably going to be successful. I personally will just not be contributing to it, knowing how deeply these people despise what I stand for. But I would love to hear all of your thoughts on this in the comments below. Please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Make sure that you are subscribed and help me to grow this channel. Keep it real, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.